Your daughter's generation will be the last to survive on Earth. You're the best pilot we ever had. Get out there and save the world.
At the box office, space epic Interstellar drifts to number 3 in its third week, taking in $15.1 million.
A lunatic in a mask just tried to kill us.
How cool is that? I mean, it's scary, obviously, but how cool?
Big Hero 6 has another big weekend. The Disney animated flick raked in $20 million.
It's everything. It's the things we love most that destroy us.
And the latest Hunger Games sequel devoured the competition. Mockingjay Part 1 brought in $123 million, making it the biggest debut of the year. Jason Gorber helps us with all of these things. Jason, you know, I saw posters for that movie 2 months ago.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So here's the deal. We have another Hunger Games, and we've taken the third book in the Hunger Games series and split it into 2. And it's kind of since Harry Potter they've done this. They've realized if they can make 2 films out of the finale, they can make a lot more money. Sometimes, however, it doesn't necessarily make for a better film, and in this case, that's totally the case. Look, I kind of didn't like the first Hunger Games, but that was for strategic reasons. You and I have talked about that. I hated the idea that a person chased at people with a bow and arrow. You're supposed to climb in a tree and kill everybody that way. The second one was actually pretty good. I actually liked it. It was like a good, it had a beginning, middle, and end. It worked as a story. It's got Jennifer Lawrence. What's not to love? Well, this one, I guess third part 1, I just thought it was a mess. I just think that the entire film, which runs hours long, just feels so much like it is superfluous. Like all it's doing is leading us to the next film where everything is going to be wrapped up. Sure, there's little moments that kind of work, but overall it just was not my thing at all. I think some people will like it, but everybody I know who's huge fans of the books actually thinks this is the weakest book anyway, and this is the weakest part of the weakest book. So it'll make a lot of money, people will go, it's all build up for what's to come, but as a standalone movie, for me, it really didn't work.
I feel like there are going to be 15 of these movies. Something
eventually
just tells me that. Western drama, The Homesman. How did you like that one?
Right, this one I saw way back in Cannes, and this is a weird little film. Tommy Lee Jone has directed it, and it's got, again, really great moments. It's very beautifully shot. It has really nice performances, but it's kind of all over the place. It's like a drama, then a comedy, then suddenly halfway through, there's a major dramatic shift when everything sort of falls apart. I didn't love how it came together. He actually did an earlier film called The Three Burials of Marquez Estrada, I think I said that right, which is actually super strong, so I was very much looking forward to this when I saw it at Cannes. For me, it didn't come together, but people who really like Westerns and want something a little bit more challenging, I'd recommend going seeing it, because at the very least, it's very nice to look at.
And the passing of a major director.
Right, Mike Nichols, an EGOT winner, the Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony winner. Now, he did it the hard way. He got his Grammy first for when he was a comedy performer. This is a man who, if all he did was direct The Graduate, he would be remembered as one of the great directors. But the film he did before that, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, his directorial debut, simply stunning. This was an incredible, incredible talent. He actually got his directorial debut in Vancouver, doing theater in Vancouver. And because of his theatrical work, they brought him in to do very theatrical films. He discovered Dustin Hoffman in many ways and brought him forth a Graduate. He did many more films, many more things on Broadway. He was the first director of Spamalot, the Monty Python big Broadway musical. So over a career that lasted literally decades, he's a great loss to the artistic community. And again, one of those naturally, no honorary awards here. This was a real EGOT winner, one of the true talents within the industry.
Absolutely. Jason, thank you very much.
All the best, Scott.